Several informal settlements in the city of Cape Town have already experienced flooding and some roads have been affected. This comes after a storm hit on Thursday, bringing heavy rain and strong winds. Let's get an update now from Wouter Kriel, the spokesperson for the Western Cape MEC for Local Government, Environmental Affairs and Development Planning. Wouter, good to have you. Thank you very much for your time. Where are the significant impacts really recorded in the city of Cape Town, particularly following that storm on Thursday?
Afternoon, Thabo and the viewers. So the level 4 disruptive rain warning was issued for the period Friday till today by the weather services. And although rain fell over large parts of the province, it was especially the city and Cape Winelands that were affected. And then in the city, it was mostly informal settlements that really bore the brunt of this rainfall, especially communities within Langa, Masisindani, and also Strandfontein. But several others were also affected. Mostly low-lying areas and places where bulk services hasn't really been installed yet.
Yeah, those dwellings that would have been affected, I mean, is the intervention that is being put in place to address those individuals who would have lost their belongings, maybe even lost shelter?
Yeah, several government entities as well as the NGO sector are hard at work. They are still working as we speak. So from the city side, the informal settlement unit is assisting people. The National Department of Human Settlements has also been roped in to support, and then organizations such as Gift of the Givers has once again stepped in, and they've been supporting people with hot meals, blankets and other personal essential items they might have needed. And then arrangements are also being made with churches and community halls to accommodate people where they can.
Yeah. In terms of the assessment that has been done so far, particularly on the roads that are affected, on the structures that have been affected, is there a broader attempt, I suppose, at addressing this issue of flooding of roads, this issue of dwellings that are not in properly constituted areas with the proper water and sanitation that is required for residences? Is there a broader approach and conversation on how this matter is to be tackled?
Yes, Thabo, there definitely is. Now, and you are right, we need to split this conversation in two parts. The one is a disaster response, where we just try to deal with the situation that it is, and this other conversation that you're referring to deals with much broader issues. It's about poverty, it's about unemployment, it's about rapid urbanization, and it's also about climate change. So from the province's side, we are definitely planning for that, because you'll remember last year when we had that monster cold front came over the province, and we suffered billions of rands in infrastructure damage, and I think more than 100,000 people in the metro were displaced at some times during that cold front. We cannot have a situation where infrastructure is washed away and then we repair it and it only to be washed away the next year. So our planners and our engineers, everyone needs to work together to take this new reality in cognizance when we address these severe weather events.
What's the latest advisory, at least for the week ahead?
So for now, the Disaster Management Center will step down from being on high alert. No new incidences were reported since this morning. We are still closely monitoring dam levels, though, because the provincial dam levels are going up steadily. A dam like Berg River Dam, for instance, is 100% full already. Theewaterskloof, which is our largest dam in the province, is at 75%. Klein Willem Dam is 77%. So we need to understand that if there's more big cold fronts coming in, those dams' capacity to absorb the inflow will be reduced, which means there might be stronger flows in the river downstream. So that's something that we are monitoring together with the Department of Water and Sanitation. I must also add that the roads that were closed in Cape Winelands, West Coast District, and also in the city, our officials will continue to monitor those, but we expect most of them to be functional again once the water has subsided in the next day or two.
Wouter, appreciate your time. Thanks so much for coming on and alerting us there. Wouter Kriel speaking on behalf of the Western Cape MEC for Local Government, Environmental Affairs and Development Planning there.